Ladies and gentlemen, the Dominator GTX is now available for $725,000, and the Tyrant is also available, coming in at $2.5 million. Now, as always, if you want to find out how good these cars are, you know where to go to Bruffy's channel. But personally, I really like the look of the Dominator GTX because I kind of have a soft spot for Mustangs. As many of you probably know, I want to own one at one point in my life as well, so I'm definitely going to pick this up, even though, according to first reports by the main man Bruffy himself posting on Twitter, that it has the same top speed as the Chernobog, which means that it's probably not going to be all too impressive around the track. And in terms of top speed, that obviously has to do with the engine resistance thing that's going on with the car. The Tyrant is a car that is very much suffering from that, so do be wary of that. It's kind of painful to drive this thing, because you can really hear the engine just saying, no, I don't want to accelerate. It kind of took away the pleasure of driving it for me when I was driving it around last night. But regardless, they're available. You can pick them up if you want to. But let's move on to the juicy stuff for this week, which is the double cash and RP opportunities, because it is a fantastic week, ladies and gentlemen, because there is double cash and RP in contact missions, Rockstar stunt races, and special vehicle circuit races. Now, if you're someone who happens to have a link to a playlist for contact missions, then be sure to post them in the comment section down below. I'll try to keep an eye on the spam filter, so if there is a link posted, it doesn't end up in the spam filter. And if you're making your way to rank 1000 or any desired rank you might have before Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out, then click the eye in the sky that will guide you to my RP guide, which will go over all the methods that you would need. 2 of these methods are in this week's event week, so definitely go out and check the guide out. Even outside of double RP opportunities, the methods that I used within that RP guide are still a great way of ranking up, so it's definitely worth checking out. Alongside that, there's also a vanilla unicorn t-shirt and a black ammunition cap for some free unlocks if you log in by May 14th. But that's not all, because if you log in this week, you'll be awarded with $250,000. However, if you also do that for the remainder of the week, you will get an additional $150,000 for every single day that you log in. So that means you'll be able to walk away with $1.15 million if you log in every single day. All you have to do is just load up GTA Online and you can quit right away. And if you do so, then you will see that $1.15 million deposited within your Mace Bank account between May 15th and May 21st. Now, of course, this does mean that if you miss a day, you will simply just miss out on $150,000, so you don't have to worry about like losing it all if you don't log in for one day. And the Rockstar also announced something which I hope they were going to do again, which is another treasure hunt within GTA Online. If you missed out on the previous one and you still have to unlock that, I'll leave another eye in the sky where you can check out a guide on how to unlock the double action revolver within GTA Online. That was part of the previous treasure hunt, so if you want to check it out and unlock it for yourself, then make sure to check out the video on that as well. But I really like that Rockstar is doing another treasure hunt. It was a lot of fun last time. It was quick and short, but it was to the point that you got something very cool within GTA Online. And obviously this is also going to be unlockable within Red Dead Redemption 2 as soon as you launch up the game. I'm pretty sure that as long as you have your social club account linked, it should be in Red Dead Redemption 2 as soon as you have launched up the game. As far as discounts go this week, I have to ask you to please strap yourself in, grab some popcorn, because this is a long one. Properties: there's 50% off executive offices, biker clubhouses, all yachts, 40% off bunkers, hangars, and 30% off facilities. Ground vehicles, there is 30% off the MOC, the Armoured Karuma, the Shotoro, the Barrage, the Ardent, the June VAF, the Half-Track, the Ram Buggy, the Taipan, the Pariah, the Tempesta, the Cheetah, the Stinger, and the Z-Type. And then if you're more someone that likes to fly in the air, then you can get 30% off the Adventure, the Hunter, the Kula, and the Seabreeze. And then even alongside that, there's also 30% off MOC upgrades, Adventure renovations, Benny upgrades, engine upgrades, handling upgrades, brake upgrades, transmission upgrades, turbo upgrades, suspension upgrades, spoilers, and also 25% off Mark II upgrades. If you want advice on these discounts and what you should get, personally I think that it really comes down on what you already own. If you don't own any of these properties yet, personal advice would be to not go for the clubhouse or the yacht. That's just completely useless. If you want to play the Doomsday Heist, then obviously a facility is something that you want to get into as well. Hangars, If you want to purchase one of the new air vehicles, like the Hunter for example, you're going to have to own one of these too. But if you want my overall advice or something that you should look into if you want to make some money, then the executive office would be something that you should purchase. The cheapest one is going to be $500,000, which is the Mace Bank West. From there you can get yourself a vehicle warehouse, which is by now the best way of making money outside of double cash opportunities. And then of course also a bunker, which would be perfect right now if you're thinking about making some extra cash on the side while you're playing the contact missions or the races this week. When it comes to the ground vehicles, personally I really like the Shotoro. It's a fantastic bike. It's also one of the better ones in the game right now. Alongside that, the Pariah is also something that is definitely worth picking up. It's currently the fastest car in the game when it comes to top speed, and in the sports class it's basically not even supposed to be there. It demolishes every single other car. And of course, last but not least within those ground vehicles is the Armoured Karuma. If you're planning on playing contact missions, this is definitely something worth picking up, especially because you're going to be pretty much protected all the time. It's going to make your life a lot easier, especially if you're newer to the game, so it's definitely something worth picking up. Now when it comes to air vehicles, I'm gonna have to be careful with this one, because you have two sides of this discussion. Either you have the Hunter or you have the Akula, and it's always a heated debate which one is the best. My personal preference goes to the Hunter, mainly because it's just an all-around better attack helicopter, but the Akula has its advantages as well. You can go off the radar with it because of the stealth mode, so it's something that you probably want to ask within the comment section, because everyone has different opinions about it. Personally, I prefer the Hunter, probably also kind of because of the nostalgia factor, but overall I just think it's a lot more useful. The barrage missiles of the Hunter are a lot better than the Akula, but again, it's just something that comes down to personal preference. And the premium race for this week is Night Ride, and the time trial is Storm Drain. This one is a short one, so definitely worth giving a shot if you want to make yourself a quick and easy $50,000. I have to say, it is one of the better event weeks we had in a little while. Do spend your money wisely, because it's rumored that we're gonna get a new DLC next month, which has to do with every single business within the game. So if you're already missing something out of these properties, it might be a good idea to purchase one of these properties that you don't already have. I'm saying might because I want to cover my ass in case it actually doesn't become a thing. So again, don't spend your last couple of bucks on like an executive office, for example, if you don't really have the money for it and you don't want to take the risk. But with all that said and done, thank you so very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, make sure to turn on notifications as well, and I'll see you all later.
Yeah, or in your case, it's probably staying up until 10 on a school night. Knives are cool. Rock is cool. Cousin Ed is cool. Laszlo sucks. I love sluts.